Welcome back to another somewhat well-rested episode of A Guide to Poor Parenting, a podcast where me, Jason,
and me, Jennifer,
have a few drinks
and talk shit about our kids.
Please follow us on Instagram at Guide to Poor Parenting and Twitter/X/Facebook at Poor Parent Pod. Miss Jennifer, how's your week been?
It's been okay. Got done with Christmas. I had a 4-day weekend, so like you said, well rested. And I did go see the foot doctor this past Friday, and I'm going to have surgery on my foot.
Old lady's got bunions.
Oh, God.
It's from all the high heels you wear.
I don't. That's what's so crazy. I'm trying to figure out, like, how I got this, because I'm usually just the tennis shoe girl. Like, I might wear boots every once in a while, but that's it. But, yeah, I always thought bunions were, like, calluses or, like, warts or something like that, like, you just kind of get shaved off or, freeze it and chop it off or whatever. But apparently it's bone stuff. So
you done fucked up your bones.
My big toe is moving towards all the other toes, and it makes my foot hurt. And it doesn't matter if I'm sitting, standing, walking. It hurts no matter when. So it's really weird.
Yeah, I remember you started complaining about the top of your foot hurting probably like in October.
Yeah, it was at the walk. Because it wasn't feeling good that morning. It was kind of a little painful. And then I walked a 5K, which probably shouldn't have done, but it did.
Well, I mean, you didn't know.
Yeah, and went and had x-rays done because I thought maybe I, fractured something because it was just how it was hurting. And then my GP was like, no, you ain't got no broken bones. Go see your podiatrist because I have one of those. So I got diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
I was wondering why you have
a year ago.
Yeah.
So my body is just falling the fuck apart. But yeah, so I'll know this week when I have my surgery. So
when
that'll
they're
be
going to
fun.
schedule it.
Yeah. So.
And you had to get an extra appointment just in case the doctor needed to get a little bit more money out of you to tell you needed the surgery.
Yes, it was really weird, that whole thing, but whatever. He just told me a lot more news that he didn't tell me the first time, because he told me the first time, it's just going to be 2 days, you out of work, and then now he's like, oh yeah, it's a week or more, because I can't stand on my foot for 2 weeks, no pressure whatsoever, and then I don't know if I'm wearing the boot at that time or not. I forgot to ask. But then I'm in a boot with a heel where I can put my foot down on the heel for 2 weeks, and then I have the boot with the heel and the toe where I can do heel toe with the boot on. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. And feet are just little things that I've been doing around the house. I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to have to sleep on my back. And then when I was taking a shower this morning, I'm like, how the fuck am I going to take a shower? Because I can't stand on my foot. And I'm like, I need my showers because, I feel like everybody's like this, but it could just be me. I like to have a shower every fucking day because I just don't like the feeling of being dirty. Even if I don't do nothing, I still want to take my shower.
Tell that to our children. They'd happily not shower for days.
And weeks and everything else. And brush their teeth. I have to brush my teeth. I usually brush them 3 times a day. One in the morning, then another time after I've drank my 2 cups of coffee. And then at night. I brush my teeth at least 3 times a day.
Yeah. I have a relative, I won't name names, but does not brush their teeth on the regular and has lost quite a few. And I'm just like, how can you... Even by the end of the day, my teeth start feeling fuzzy, and I do not like that. It just feels gross.
Yeah, and it's just, I personally, I don't know how people cannot do that. I hear about girls just putting, dry shampoo in their hair and just calling it a day, not washing their hair. I also have a different type of hair, texture to it. So I feel like it's oily and stringy just after 1 day. And I was like, no, I ain't going out looking like that kind of thing. And
you always hear about, back in the day, I can't hang out with you because I got to wash my hair.
Yeah. For
girls, I never understood that either because when I had long hair, I had to wash it. It was greasy if I didn't wash it. Yeah. Although I've heard, even if you don't wash your hair, you still need to, if you don't use shampoo, you can at least run water through it, and it helps be less greasy. I've heard.
I don't know.
I just
wash it.
I just like washing my hair.
Me too. And
when I had it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but yeah. And so I just even when we worked from home during the beginning of COVID, I got up, I did my normal routine. I had to take a shower. I was hearing people, oh yeah, I'm still in my sweats and I haven't taken a shower yet. That's not how I start my day. I have to take a shower to start my day. It's so routine now that it feels off if I don't do it. So I was thinking in the shower this morning, I'm going to have to get one of them little benches to sit in. Or not benches, but the seats to sit in the shower so I can prop my leg out of the tub and just wash the rest of me, because I don't feel like baths wash you. Like, I remember taking them as a kid and didn't really care, but as an adult, I'm like, I'm just sitting in my dirt, and I don't feel like you get clean sitting in your dirt.
Yep.
So, like, even if I do, like when we went to Vegas, I took a shower every morning. I mean, a bath every morning because I had that little jacuzzi and it was long and deep. So my tall ass was just loving it. But then I took a shower right after because, that's relaxing, but then I need to get clean.
Yeah.
So.
Even when I'm too tall to fit in most bathtubs, but when I take a bath, it's like, I'm going to soak in here and enjoy it. The bathtub is for soaking and relaxing, not for getting clean.
Yeah.
I do not find the idea of sitting in your own filth.
Yeah.
Like, bleh.
Yeah, that's how I feel. So, little things like that just kind of pop in my head. Like, how am I going to do that and this? And because it's your foot, it's a little different than like your hand or your shoulder. Because
I'm more worried about the pain though, because you're so like insensitive to drugs. I could take half a pill and I'm like going crazy of anything. Like I'm sensitive brain chemistry, I guess.
There you go.
I have a sensitive neurology, maybe is the word I'm thinking of. Anyway, nervous system. That's what I was thinking of. But you would be like, I just took 3 Klonopin. I don't feel shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Half a bottle of whiskey. Yeah.
With pain all day, every day, anyways, with my head. So I'm just going to be, hopefully one pain gone, so I don't have to have the foot pains.
Hopefully.
But we'll see. But so that's been my week. Just, just thinking of weird things randomly,
I mean, those are things you got to think of. We're going to have especially since you don't have someone who lives with you to help kind of take care of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I just need Wesley to get taken care of, and I feel like I can do the rest myself.
Yeah.
Just because I was an independent, strong woman.
Have your mom.
Yeah.
Mama, sleep with me. Take care of me. Please.
And, even when I had my first knee surgery, that was my right knee, and I couldn't do anything because you can't drive on that foot or on that knee. She didn't really take care of me per se. Like, I stayed there because she wanted to make sure I was okay, but I still got up and did what I needed to do without help because it's just how I am. And then my left knee surgery, I stayed home and just did it all myself.
Yeah.
And, the dogs made me get up and, do what I had to do, and the physical therapy did it. But with the foot, luckily, I don't have physical therapy. So
that's good.
I like that because that's just extra money and time that I don't want to, spend doing all that stuff. So, I'll be all right.
You're tough.
I am. I feel like I am anyways. How's your week been?
Good. I still feeling, last week we had Christmas and I was just like, oh, fuck Christmas, fuck them kids, fuck everybody, I just want to be left alone. I'm still kind of a little bit that way, but mostly just because my little brothers came over. Like Matthew called me probably like Tuesday, I think, of the day after Christmas, I think. And I was like, hey, when you coming over? And I was like, I knew he was just fishing because I always get them money now that they're teenager, adults.
Yeah.
I just like, okay.
Say they're 19 now. So.
Yeah. I was like, here's cash. I love you. You figured out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'll come by this week sometime. I don't know. Week escaped me because I was working and doing stuff, and then I don't know, just time escaped me. And then it was yesterday. They're like, hey, we were gonna stop by and say hi. I'm like, they got money. But they came by and they were like, they said all the right things. They were super appreciative of it, but it's still like, okay, y'all wouldn't have come by if y'all didn't want the money.
Right.
So, and it was funny because we were, I was like, they came over, I was like, I don't have the money. But then you're like, I had $100 that my father-in-law gave me. And then you're like, I have $100 as an emergency cash in my wallet. I'm like, steal it and then pay you back.
It's not stealing if I give it to you. I know.
So, I was able to give them this little portion of the money I was planning on giving them, but they, I mean, they're always appreciative of it, but I'm also like, okay, y'all need to like learn how to come over when it's not just you needing shit.
Right. But there's people that don't understand that concept. Like, you don't need to, like, you should just randomly message someone, hey, how you doing? Not always just call or message when you need or want something.
I think it's a boy thing, though. Because I could see Wesley doing that shit.
I know some girls, I ain't gonna say no names, that just only call or message when they want or need something. So don't just ever say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, seriously.
So I ain't saying no names, but I know girls that do it too. So
I think you related to some people.
it could be also maybe because they're like your sons in a way, since you've been their big brother for so long. It could just be a family thing.
True.
Like, family doesn't appreciate family sometimes, I think.
Totally.
So it could just be that too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows? It's whatever. I still love them.
They're cute.
They're cute.
And I don't know.
John.
The one with the long hair.
John.
When they left, because I was here, we were out on the back porch with the fire, and it was nice, and they were talking, and then they wanted to see Wesley because they hadn't seen him in, it's like a year, maybe. And they were like, dang, he's almost as tall as we are. You know, Wesley's 12 and they're 19. And then when they were leaving, John was like, I want to say he said, I love you, Auntie J. But calling me Auntie J, I was like, okay, whatever. I'll be an auntie to another boy, another kid, whatever. Well, he's not a kid anymore, but I'll be another auntie. I'm okay with that. I love Auntie J. I just don't want to be a mama to nobody else.
No more mamas.
No one else call me mama. But yeah, they did stay a lot longer than what I thought they would have.
Yeah.
You know, when you were like, I don't have your money. I would figure, okay, well, we were just in the neighborhood. Bye.
I think it's partially, like, I do think they did want to see me because I think they enjoyed hanging out with us, or me, but yeah, I think a portion of it, they were, it was New Year's Eve. They wanted to get some money before, they wanted them pot probably before they have some fun. Yeah. Whatever.
Before the new year, before the old year ended and the new year began, because this is our first making an episode for 2024.
That's
Woo!
Right. And we'll, just like our Christmas episode, this will be almost real time because as soon as I'm done editing, we'll be posting.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
So I'll post it today.
Awesome.
But
yeah. So that kind of gets us into our week, and then the cocktail we're drinking.
Ooh, yeah.
You want me to say it so that you can say the snack time again?
It's up to you, I don't care. Where did we get? So give us the backstory of where it came from, though.
Okay, well, so Dirty Santa, Jason and Zane threw a Christmas party, and we played. It's called Dirty Santa, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in the north they call it White Elephant.
Okay.
And it's like, I think there's another name for it too, but I can't. Those are the two most common ones I know.
Well, over the years, Christmas parties at Jason and Zane's was kind of. One year, you can bring anything you want to, and then they kind of realized, I feel, that, let's not do that because there's some presents that people bring that it's just like, what the fuck are you thinking?
And it was always the booze that was the most popular.
Yeah, and then you guys did, okay, we're just going to do sex toys and booze. Well, then some of the sex toys were just like, you felt like they came from the Dollar Tree. Like,
or Spencer's.
Some handcuffs that would break in 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. And now the lube was very popular. Mm-hmm. So I remember one of the lubes was like stole like every round the 3 times that you guys allow that for the type, when you play the game. And then so we're like, okay, we're just going to do alcohol every time. You have this dollar amount minimum. Mm-hmm. And then you just go after that. And I feel like every alcoholic beverage was stolen at least once, but like maybe 2 of them. And we had a good bit of presents underneath the tree. So I think
and I was happy to see there was no repeats. Like no one brought the same thing.
Oh yeah.
But I will say like it was I will say every year someone brings a liqueur or some shit like that and no one wants it.
That was the Disaronno this year.
Yeah, and last year it was the Contro, I think it was that round bottle, whatever. It's always a liqueur. Someone brings a liqueur and no one wants it.
Yeah,
they always want the real stuff. So, but I was It tickled me because I had bought Cooper and Thief in another bottle, and you stole. Like, I think you ended up getting it.
Well, you had told me to get it.
Yeah.
But Miss Tisha, who has been on the podcast,
Yeah.
she kept opening presents because people kept stealing her shit, and she kept getting mad and then I think I was next to go, and she had gotten her stuff stolen, so she went back under the tree and she got what you wanted me to get because you knew, out of all, you knew I would like that present definitely. So when it was my turn, I took it from her, and she's like, damn it. And then so the whole game gets going again, where people are stealing everything, but I ended up with what I wanted at the end of it, so I was very happy.
Yeah, I was tickled though. Someone at the party was like, I thought there was a $35 limit, and I was like, the Cooper and Thief was 20, and then I think the other one was like maybe 10, so I was like, it was well under the limit.
Yeah, and Miss Tisha ended up with what I bought, which was Crown Royal.
Oh, Crown Royal.
And I was like, I hope you like that. She was like, hell yeah, I do. I was like, okay, good. It was one of I want to say it was one of the flavored Crown Royals. I think it was apple.
Yeah, I think it was. I vaguely remember it.
Because I was at the Costco, and I was like, what can I get? I wanted to get something a little different that I would hope some people would be drinking. I had some mixed drinks with Crown Apple before, which were really good, and you can make it to the point where you don't taste the Crown, and then you can, those are the good drinks where you have like 8 and you get up and you're like, oh shit, kind of thing.
And that's saying something if Jennifer feels that way.
Well, not me personally, it's just what I've been told. But yeah, so I want to say David and Jason, who have also been, Jason was on the podcast. David was on the podcast.
David was on the
David
podcast.
was. Yeah. But Jason was here, and they introduced us to Basil Hayden's like
years ago,
5+ years ago, whatever. Yep. And they had brought Basil Hayden's Toast, which is a new thing that we didn't know about, and that is what we're drinking today, and it is yummy. They were also telling us, because I think they went to the distillery, because they were trying other types of Basil Hayden's. I want to say that's what they said, but I can't
Was that
remember.
In Kentucky, I think?
I want to say.
Yeah, probably.
And they were telling us about other ones. So there's more that I want to try now. Like there's a subtle smoke that sounds kind of yummy. And but yeah, that's what we're drinking on today. I really like it. I like Basil Hayden's.
Zane for Christmas got me whiskey stones, which are like chunks of granite, basically, I think. And you're supposed to freeze them, and you use them instead of ice. And I was like, oh, we can use the whiskey stones. And we put them in our glass. And they were cold. They've been in the freezer for weeks now, or a week. And we put them in our drinks, and I was like, this ain't cold at all. I was like, so we had to get some ice, because I'm like, I need a little bit of coolness. And frankly, I think I like the ice, because it, like, by the end it's melted, and I kind of like that, like I don't know, not the distilling, but what do you call it? Diluting. Yeah, I like a little diluted.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's why he bought you the whiskey stones, because he was like, this way it doesn't dilute the alcohol.
But it didn't even get it cold.
But it didn't get cold enough. Like, when I was younger, warm alcohol, fine. But now, no, ma'am, I cannot do it. It's just...
It's too much.
My palate doesn't like it.
I can drink it, but I do prefer a little ice in mine.
So, like, when you guys were doing, at the Christmas party, the roulette...
Oh, yeah,
with the
whiskey
shots. Vodka shots with water as one of them. I wouldn't partake. First, I don't really like vodka, but it was warm.
Oh. And
I don't like warm alcohol anymore. Like, you have to chill my shots now for me to take them. So that's just the way that I am. So if you hear any background noise, that's my son.
Or Kalia.
Wesley, close the door!
I think the door is closed.
No, it's open. I go outside. Sorry for yelling in y'all's ears.
I'll edit it out. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we... I'm trying to think. I remember a couple of years... Whenever we play the game, I was like, I always want to get something I will drink. Yeah. So I was like, I know I'll drink the Cooper and Thief. I knew Jennifer would like it. So I was like, okay, she'll drink that. I remember I got Kraken rum one year because I knew you'd drink that. Yeah. Because I know a couple of years you've done it and you just come away with nothing or
I
something.
got beer one time, and I'm like, oh my God, I hate beer. No one wanted to steal it, and I was like, ugh. So y'all just ended up drinking it, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's ends up happening with most of your alcohol anyway.
Well, that's true, yeah. I bring it here, so that way my son doesn't drink it. I don't think he has yet, but I have a feeling he'll start young.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, I was telling Matt and John, but Matt and John used to... they used to steal their mom. They still do steal their mom's alcohol constantly.
Yeah.
Actually, when they were over yesterday, I was teasing them about getting drunk because they constantly steal their mom's shit all the time. Even John stole some of our stuff one time. I was like, God damn it! But
you have yours hidden.
Yeah, we
got
got
a locked room, and then I'll have mine. Well, mine is with yours in the locked room, and. I have like wine bottles on the wall, but you can tell if they've been opened or not. So I feel like that's okay, and you can't make it look like vodka. You can make pour water in.
It'd be super obvious.
It's super obvious. Yeah. So, but eventually I'll end up. I think I'm gonna make David's room into the locked room, and then just put all the. Toilet paper and the my Nutella and my chips and stuff that I would like to have in that back room, and just make that my pantry.
Get a good sturdy door.
Yeah. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Get one of those locks, the padlocks with a key, so he can't try to figure out a combination. There you go. Do all that. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, just because I don't like having to keep all this shit in my room.
Your room's not that big either.
No, and then I have my Coke bottles in there, my Mexican Cokes for what I drink. I feel like it helps me with my headaches. It probably doesn't, but it's psychosomatic, so that's what I do. And, I just hate having to keep all that shit in there, so.
Yeah. I'll just get you a couple of shelving units.
That'd be good.
Cheap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to start keeping the liquor away from Justin because he would either drink it himself or give it away.
Friends would drink it, yeah.
And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, just take some." And I remember I just bought a $75 bottle of Gentleman Jack, and we came home, a quarter of it was gone. I was like, "Motherfucker!"
$75, expensive one too.
Shit.
Can't drink the cheap shit. Nope.
I was like, just
because they don't.
Yeah, just drink your own shit.
Well, they don't appreciate the expensive stuff because, just like we didn't appreciate when we were 20s drinking, know.
Yeah, Matt and John mentioned, they're like, oh, yeah, I have to have Jack with Coke. I'm like, I was like, give me any whiskey, just plain, a little ice. And it was like...
Just make it cold. And I'm picky about my whiskeys, too, so, it has to be one that I like, and...
age and money. It changes your perspective.
Sure does. No more Boone's Farm. Or Smirnoff Ices.
Those are so sweet.
Zimas, the Jolly Ranchers. Which Zimas were sweeter already, so why the hell were we putting Jolly Ranchers in them? I have no idea, but that's what we did.
They were so...
Good times.
I drank the shit out of those, but I just... Now, anything sweet, it makes me want to gag. I can't even drink regular Coke. Yeah. It makes me... it's like too sweet for me.
Yeah. Well, speaking of drinking.
Oh, God bless.
Our topic today is New Year's.
Halfway through the episode, and we're finally getting to our topic. Whatever.
But
it's our podcast. It
kind of works out because drinking is what most people do on New Year's, when you're young and don't have kids.
We had mimosas in the morning.
Yes, we did.
We had a couple of glasses of wine in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And did we have anything else?
I
don't think we did.
No, I don't think we did. We just had...
We had fake champagne with the kids. We had
when did
sparkling
we go
grape juice.
To the Nook? Is that Saturday?
That was...
Or Sunday?
That was Friday, I think.
She went to sleepover on Saturday, right? Into Sunday? Because you had to pick her up right after brunch.
Yeah, I guess it was Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. So we drop her off and then go to the Nook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was just thinking if we had drank that yesterday or not.
Yeah.
But whatever. So we had mimosas, we had a carafe, and then we had the wine in the afternoon, evening. Mm-hmm. We all ate together. And
I know no one's emailing in or commenting on, but if y'all have any recommendations for brunch, like any of our listeners, please write in or message us on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. I'd love to know somebody.
I don't think we're on TikTok, baby.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Eventually we'll be. Once we go to video format.
Yeah, but we definitely love a good brunch.
Hell yeah.
Especially if they have bottomless mimosas for Jennifer.
And then Quirk and Crust out in Madison just closed.
So sad.
That was the only time I've ever seen you drunk.
Yeah, that was fun.
Tipsy, or at least.
Tipsy, yeah. That was fun.
That was fun.
That's a good one. Because they had it was all champagne with just a splash. You can tell by the color of the drink.
They wafted the orange juice past the champagne.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so yeah, we not really too much drinking yesterday, and we had dinner, and then about 7 or 8 we did the grape juice.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, Happy New Year's, guys, and you went to Mama's, and I went home. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want to stay up till midnight. I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, they don't appreciate it. Mm-mm. And I'm exhausted by 10. So I'm like, I don't want to stay up till midnight.
Yeah. And it's not like we have plans or babysitters or, anything like that. Seriously. So it's not like, we can say, oh, yeah, we'll go. Because we could just walk to the drag queens.
Yeah.
But, don't want to leave the kids by themselves that long. And
although I will say I was a little jealous of our friends, Luis and Griffin, because they went and saw some drag queens at our local stand-up comedy club. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that looked like
that would have been fun. But also, I would have been feeling it today and tomorrow when I got to go back to work. So.
Yeah, if we didn't have to work tomorrow, especially for you because you're more hourly than I am, but what was it, Christmas? I had to have those, or Christmas Eve, I had to have those Red Bulls because I was dying. Yeah. I was like, I am so fucking tired right now. Oh, Jesus. Well, I don't remember, the last couple, since we've had the kids, I don't ever remember staying up till midnight with them, ever.
Not with them.
I think we may have stayed up till 10 one time. It was the latest, but
I don't even remember we did that. I don't think we did it that. I think we have put them to bed and then went to the walk down the street. I want to say one time, like when we first got them.
I mean, you may be right, but I just
because Justin was still here, so we did 8 o'clock. Oh, Happy New Year! Oh yeah, it's time for bed. And then they went to their bedrooms, and then we continued to drink, and then walked to the
Maggie Myers.
To the close Maggie Myers. Which is nice that we could just walk there, but
I'm gonna end up doxing
we didn't stay long. I think we did midnight, and then we're like 12:30. Okay, it's time to go home.
Yeah,
but we haven't definitely done many New Year's stuff with them.
Darn late.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I'm gonna stay up past 10, I have to have a Red Bull or 5-hour energy or something. Yeah. So I'm just gonna be a zombie. Yeah. By the time, because it's a funny thing I'm talking about. Even in my 20s, if it got late, I'd fallen asleep at bars before.
Wow.
Because I was just I was so tired. I just when I hit my limit, I will fall asleep and I've been almost kicked out of bars because I was falling asleep, and
they thought you were drunk.
Yeah, but I was like, no, I'm just fucking tired. But I remember one time a bar in Austin, I was literally head in hands falling asleep, and the bartender's like, you gotta go walk around or get away from me because I'll have to kick you out if you keep falling asleep. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep.
That's
I'm
funny.
old. I wasn't even old. I was a baby.
I've never done that. I've always had energy. I used to race the sun home many times, and I used to do it, and then just next day get a few hours, and then it was fine. That's the thing now. It's like if I stay up late, I pay for it for a couple days just because my body's like, you should have slept, and now we're gonna. It's not even the drinking. It's just
staying up late.
To stay up late, yeah. But
I don't know. I don't think I suffer for it, but I've also had I know my job for the last, as an older adult, has been always so flexible that I haven't had to, if I need to sleep in, I was like, just do it.
But see, I can't sleep in no more.
Yeah, well, you can.
That's what sucks for me.
Yeah, that's why, I'm I don't suffer because I can sleep in.
Yeah.
You do, and you can't sleep
can't
past.
Sleep
Zane and I are at least we're sleeping. We're let us sleep till 11. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Both of us, we love it. You and Luis and a few other friends, Griffin can do it, but I don't think Luis can. He gets up early.
Yep.
Ugh.
Me sleeping in is 8 o'clock.
Oh man, Zane and I slept until 10 the other day. It was heavenly.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Stop rubbing it in.
What did your family, like, growing up, what did your family do for New Year's? Did y'all have any big, like, I don't remember having any traditions for New Year's.
In Germany, I don't think we did anything, to be honest.
Is it a big party in Germany? Like
I don't know. I don't think it is, but I don't know. In the States, I think, like, there's one picture, because, I have a horrible memory. We were in Illinois, and my Uncle Steve's, I guess at my Uncle Steve's house, and I have, like, the party hat on, and I'm laying on the couch, and I'm knocked out. So I don't think I made it to midnight that day, but that's, they did do stuff with us as kids to, like, bring in the new year. Yeah. But when it was just my mom and me, I don't remember really. I know that when I got older, my mom would always call me at midnight. And so I would always wait for her call. And then, like, I'd say Happy New Year to everybody, like if I was at the club or...
The club.
Which I did that a lot, going to the clubs to celebrate New Year's. And then once... everybody said Happy New Year, and we toasted and everything. I'd kind of walk, like, towards the bathroom area so I could hear my mom, because I knew she'd be calling. And then the older we get, she knows I'm asleep before midnight, so she just messages me the next day when she wakes up. So
I don't think we ever, like, I remember staying up a couple times at midnight, but it was never something big we did, at least in my family.
Yeah.
And I don't, even as an adult, it's never been I've never been to a big party. I remember one time I did New Year's Eve or New Year's in Austin with Bill and Lindsay. Mm-hmm. But even that, I was just like, I don't get, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It wasn't memorable to me. Like, I remember it, but it wasn't like, oh, this was like the best time ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just find it kind of a dumb party.
I got you.
But I don't know. And I never I didn't club. I was always the collector of people. Mm-hmm. Like, in college, I lived in the dorm, and, like, I would get people to come to the dorm and hang out, just like I do here. It's like I just get people to come over and hang out and drink with me. Yeah.
Which is cheaper that way.
Yeah.
And you don't have to get, like, try to dress up or anything like that. You could be in your PJs and be fine.
I mean, it's worked for me, and everybody seems to enjoy coming over, so.
There you go. I always had fun. And I wasn't a collector of people, but I knew a good amount of people that we would go and have a really great time. I've been to Florida at a friend's house for New Year's, and we were, like, on the boardwalk area. We went to that Irish place, the McGuire's, I want to say it's called.
In Destin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then we did, like, we were on the boardwalk and we were watching, they had fireworks, so that was fun. And then we went to In-N-Out Burger at like 2 o'clock in the morning because everybody was hungry again. And I've done Tunica. I went with the boys, I want to say. We went for New Year's, and that was fun. We started singing Rosa Parks by Outkast at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and the bus driver luckily liked the song because he didn't kick us out for having, you know the song, the Aha, What's That Fuss? Everybody moved to the back of the bus?
No.
Okay. But anyways, it's called Rosa Parks by Outkast, and it's a fun song.
Okay.
But we were singing that, and like all the little patrons, like the ones that knew it, were like, getting into it, and even the old people were like, okay, everybody have fun, so we had a good time there. But yes, I've always had fun. I've never really, I can say there was one New Year's, we were at the Jazz Factory.
That's that used to be downtown, right?
Yeah, it used to be downtown Huntsville, and it was someone's birthday. I hadn't even really been drinking yet. Like, we had just done a shot of tequila, and then I'm standing there talking to somebody, and the next thing, I open my eyes and I'm on the floor looking up.
Oh.
And it's just like movies.
Was it you were slipped a Mickey or what?
No, I passed out. Or I fainted.
Oh.
I've never fainted before, but my friends caught me apparently, and then they pushed me back up, and they thought that I just kind of fell. Mm-hmm. And then I fell again and hit my head apparently. Ooh. So, like, the ambulance got called.
Not the ambulance.
And I felt like, I was like, I just want to go home. There's nothing wrong with me. I went to the doctor the next time I could, and he was like, you're fine. I don't know why I passed out. But I was at
You were tired.
home eating carrots with ranch at 11. It was 11 o'clock, and Mama called me at midnight, and she's like, what are you doing? And she's like, I don't hear any noise. It's like, well, this is what happened.
I bet you loved hearing that.
That was not a fun. Well, and then my friends, my roommate, her boyfriend, I don't know if it was New Year's or not, but I want to say it was. We had a duplex that was just pretty much 2 living rooms, 2 bedrooms, and in the back of the house was a kitchen and the bathroom. Mm-hmm. So everything was like symmetrical, the same size, everything. Through closed doors, I heard him throwing up, and it sounded like his stomach was trying to come out through his mouth. Ugh. It was rough. And I'm a sympathetic puker, so I was like, oh Lord. So I was trying to find my headphones, anything to block out the sound of that.
Now, wait, I think I missed. Who's throwing up?
It was my roommate's boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, I make fun of him still, because I'm still friends with him. I make fun of him sometimes. I would be like, just make sure your stomach's not trying to come out your mouth. And he'd be like, ha ha, funny. But, yeah. I've had really good ones, and I can't remember. That's the only one that I remember that I didn't like. But now I'm like, yeah. I don't want to be out on the roads, even riding with someone. Like the Uber I saw was giving out like free rides or whatever. I don't want to be out there because other people don't drink and drive responsibly. Yeah. And I just want to sleep.
I keep seeing this thing on TikTok about people going to the Times Square party. Mm-hmm. That sounds like hell.
Yeah.
Like probably 5,000 people, jam-packed.
Mm-hmm. It's cold.
Cold, nowhere to pee.
Mm-hmm.
I could just imagine one of us getting diarrhea.
Oh, God.
Can you... And, like, I've seen these TikToks of people like, oh, yeah, enjoy Times Square. Make sure you wear a diaper so you can piss yourself. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I'm like, good God.
That doesn't sound like fun. No. Now, if we were ever to do that, you just get one of the places, like a hotel room, where you can look out.
Now, I want to caveat that. A hotel that has a balcony overlooking it. But not the hotel room, because I want to be able to go.
No. I mean, the balcony, so that you have your bathroom, you have your drinking area, you can have a party, and then you can watch the ball drop. Again, older we get, we think about, okay, how much would this cost us? Yeah. And then we would save for it. I also, one of our friends posted a video from Australia, their New Year's. Mm-hmm. Fucking awesome. Like, they had, like, a light show in the middle of the, where the opera house is. Mm-hmm. Like, over the harbor. It was beautiful. And I would love to see that.
That does sound cool.
I mean, I don't want to just drink.
Yeah.
I would love to drink while doing something. Yeah, that's fine. But, like, the purpose of it to me would not be drinking. I want to do fun things.
Yeah.
Who does the moon pie? Was it Mobile does the moon pie drop, I think? Anywhere there's fireworks. You know me, I love fireworks. So
I was about to talk about fireworks. It was like I had insomnia last night, so I was up till midnight just because I couldn't get to sleep.
Gotcha.
And I was like, why am I hearing fireworks? I'm like, oh, because it's midnight. And then Zane and I started getting text messages from random folks. I'm like, God, wake up, Zane.
Yeah, they're still probably younger. They ain't got no kids.
They ain't got no fucking kids.
They can stay up till midnight and live it up, living the dream. I did not have anybody message me at midnight. I was very happy. It was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. On some people, and then others, it was like, 7 o'clock. This was fine.
I had a friend in Atlanta text me at 11. It's like, Happy New Year. I'm not responding.
Yeah, we had, when we rode home, which was like 8 o'clock or 8:30, there was some fireworks that I heard, but then I also heard gunshots. And I think there were more gunshots than fireworks in our neighborhood last night, which is scary. Because, if they're shooting up, that bullet needs to come down somewhere. Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
A lot of people die from that.
Oh, yeah.
Every year.
Because they're just stupid. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but
No, it's stupid to shoot a gun up in the air where a bullet...
Yeah, because I guess they think that it just keeps going.
Yep.
I really
Goes
don't
into
know.
space.
Right. You're going to shoot, just shoot into the ground. Just don't shoot at all, but, you know.
Yeah, seriously. Well, speaking of traditions, did y'all ever do resolutions growing up or anything? I don't think
If I'm not going to do it in the middle of the year, if I really want to do something, I'm just going to do it. I ain't going to wait for the first of the year to say, oh, this is my resolution now.
I don't remember us ever doing resolutions or just trying to stick to any of them, but I do remember probably like a couple of years after I moved here, I was like, I'm going to do something fun. I was like, not a resolution, just like, I want to set myself a fun goal. And so I'd be like, okay, this year I'm going to learn to juggle. So I learned how to juggle. And then one year I was like, I want to be able to get flexible enough to touch my toes without bending my knees. And
There you go.
it took me a few weeks. I got there. And one year I was going to do the splits, but I didn't quite get there. Something happened, but I was like, whatever. Yeah. It was just a fun goal.
I think it hurts people more than it helps people.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose weight this year.
So
And then they start a gym membership first of the year, and then they go, and then
I kind of want to go look in the gyms this week, and just seems like, ooh, because when I worked at a gym, it was always that first week was horrific, and then 2 weeks later it was like dead.
So yeah, I just think it's not. I don't. If you really want to do something, you should not wait till the beginning of the year to do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
And that way you only hold yourself accountable. You can't say, oh, well, it was just a resolution, so it doesn't mean anything, kind of thing.
Well, anything you're hoping for this year?
A good son.
A
nice son.
All right, let's...
one that listens to me.
All right. Well, let's,
doesn't talk back.
So we're dealing in fantasy then?
Yes, very much so.
I would like wings then.
Yeah. I mean, you'll probably get wings before I have a son that actually is nice to me. As soon as that, puberty hit, goddamn.
Puberty?
Yeah, because he was somewhat good before.
Was he?
Yeah. I mean, compared to what he is now,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Looking back, I'm like, oh, you were somewhat nice. Now I don't even get somewhat nice. I just get mean.
Yeah.
Mean and hateful.
Disrespectful.
Oh,
Immensely.
my God, so much so.
And ungrateful.
Yep. So ungrateful. But, I mean, that's what I would really like. I mean, that's why I told him. He's like, what do you want for Christmas? I want you to be nice to me. I want you to be good. Do what you're supposed to do. Because I really don't feel like I ask too much. I'm really less strict compared to what I was. And I just, if I tell you after you eat to clean up, it's common sense. Clean up after you eat.
To you.
Close the door. Turn off a light. And the only time he turns off the fucking light is when I turn it on and I'm in the room. And he thinks it's funny to turn off the light on me. And I'm just like, oh my God. Pretend I turned on all these lights and I'm in all these rooms. And then you can turn them off and I'll be happy. What about you? Anything you want?
I just want my energy levels back up a bit. I got a CPAP machine a couple of weeks ago or months ago. And I haven't been consistently using it.
Yeah.
So I want to start exercising, and not to lose weight. Just I'm kind of comfortable. I realize I'm overweight, but I'm also just comfortable in my body at the moment. Right. So I'm not insecure about my weight.
Yeah.
I just want my energy levels back up because I'm so fucking tired all the time.
Yeah.
And so exercising, even if it's starting out just regularly walking and using my CPAP, I think that my two big goals is just trying to get those back up.
I gotcha.
So I want to not be tired all the time.
Right.
Grandpa tired.
Right.
Well, Miss Jennifer, we're at 46 minutes. Although I'm sure to our listening audience, when I edit this down, it'll be play about 35. But I think it's a good transition spot. All right. So to our 11 listeners, if you have any funny stories about your kids.
And he had to start this when I just took a bite of
I'm
food.
Sorry.
Or if you need some bad parenting advice. Or if you have any ideas for topics.
Please email us at guidetopoorparenting@gmail.com. Oh.
You're doing snack time.
Am I doing snack time? Okay.
I did a drink.
Okay. So we went to St. Louis for the day after Thanksgiving, and we had already eaten one of the candies I got. It was bologna, I think is how you pronounce it. But this is, that one... It's kind of like a Kit Kat kind of thing, I think. This is more like Twix.
Yeah.
But it's still bologna. But it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different from Kit Kat.
It's a lot chewier because of the caramel.
Yeah. But it's good.
It's very Twixy.
Yeah.
You're doing story time.
It's my okay. So we've had our drink, we've had our snack. Now it's story time. So I apologize to our listeners if I said this one before. We were kind of in a rush, and I didn't check to see if I told this one before. But
it's a fun one to tell. So
I think it was about a year ago. Our friends Chris and Troy came over, and they'll hopefully be on the podcast soon because they have custody of a 2-year-old little boy. So they've got some interesting perspectives, I think. Anyway, they were over, and my granddaughters were over too, or at least, both of them were alive by then. Well, I just didn't know if Jalen was born
Jalen
yet.
was an itty bitty baby.
Yeah, but Ayana was like kind of like me, Troy, and Chris were on one couch, and Ayana was walking around, and Chris is like, I don't remember what he said. He's like, "Can you say dumbass or something like that?" Mm-hmm. He was pointing at me, and I was like, "Ayana, can you say bitch to Chris?" And she goes, "Itch?" I was like, "Oh no, don't say that, baby. Don't say that.
Don't add that B, please."
Oh, but she's so fucking precious. Every time they see me, they're like, "Papa," and they ask for hugs and kisses.
Cute.
And Jalen, the 1-year-old, she's got this thing now. If she sees her sister getting kisses, she'll just purse her lips. It is so cute.
I love it.
Oh, I just want to eat them up.
When my brother was a baby, he couldn't say TR.
Like tree?
Mm-hmm. And so my favorite was getting him, because I was young. I was 18 when he was born. So I was still, I am a 12-year-old boy mind. So, if someone says duty, I giggle because it's funny. So I would have him say fire truck for my friends because he would be like, fire fuck.
You're terrible. I love it.
But I would do that all the time. Like, hey, will you say it for me? And then my dad dated a woman who had a small child, and she would sing the Barney song. But we taught her a different version, and we would have her sing it, and she would say adult words. So it's cute when kids cuss. It is adorable.
Until our kids do it into our face.
And then then they get in trouble. But it is cute when the babies do it.
I do not look forward to the day Wesley College to your face, because it's coming.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, ooh, it's gonna be ugly when it happens.
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe he'll just call me an itch.
Yeah. A witch. All right. Well, thanks again to all our 11 listeners for listening to another episode of Guide to Poor Parenting.
If you like our podcast, please give us a 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening on.
And if you don't like our podcast, just like when our kids want to stay up to midnight just because it's New Year's.
Tough shit.
Go to bed. I ain't staying up till midnight.
That's right. Bye.